Okay, I'm going on another trip up to cliff dwellings today, but I'm passing through Superior, which is a pretty neat area. I'm up in the canyon right now. It does get snow and ice up here. You can see it's a pretty different area to look at. There's some kind of water down there, obviously. I'm on the side of the road. Down there, there's where the rocks kind of form. If you see above the bridge, there's a huge cave. It goes way back in the mountains right there. It's kind of blocked off because of all the bats and bees and that sort of thing that are back there, but it's pretty amazing. I wanted to stop and take a look because obviously there's this old road down here you can see where you can take it out and around and come past this water container here, but maybe another time. Okay, here I'm at the Tonto National Monument cliff dwellings. Kind of a neat area. You can see we're just above Roosevelt Reservoir, which isn't stupendous, but it's water in the desert, which always counts for something. I'm at this little visitor center, and the inside it's got all kinds of neat stuff about when it started and the history of Apache Trail, and you can see just up there is the lower cliff dwellings. I'm going to hike up there and take a look at that with you guys. And then in November, or in the Saturdays in October, and then in November they'll start regular tours, which will actually take you all the way up the hill over here to another set of cliff dwellings, the upper cliff dwellings, which are supposed to be pretty magnificent. But you can see this area is pretty barren. But all these mountaintops around here, they all get snow during the wintertime. So, anyway, let's go start our hike and see what we come up with, huh? Alright. I'm just starting this hike. This came through the visitor center area, and now I'm gonna begin the hike up. It said climate and microclimate. The two slopes forming the canyon above you each support different types of plants. This is a direct result of different climatic conditions affecting the soils of each slope. The visible distinction between the two environments displays the delicate balance existing in this desert setting. Shady side of the canyon striking the slope at an angle. The rays of the sun do not warm the ground, resulting in moister soils. Plants favoring these soil types include agave, sotolo, I guess, and several types of perennial grasses. Sunny side of the canyon, the rays of the sun hit this slope directly, resulting in warmer soil and with little moisture. Plants preferring these soil conditions include sororo, octulo, and lots of others that I can't say. There we go, look at this little cactus right here. It's kind of neat looking if you don't touch it. I'll come over here and I'll take a quick snap of this, and you can just hit pause and read it, huh? Trail to the lower ruin. Pretty cool, huh? Who were the Salado? Nearly 850 years ago, a group of Pueblo Indians adapted their lives to this desert. Although we do not know what they call themselves, modern archaeologists have named them Salado in reference to the Rio Salado, or Salt River, which flowed through the valley of their homeland. They lived in cool, thick-walled apartment-like villages, grew irrigated crops of corn, squash, beans, and amaranth, and made elaborate pottery and textiles. Although primarily farmers, the Salado were also hunters and gatherers, familiar with many practical uses for the wild resources of the desert. As you walk the trail to the lower cliff dwellings, you will see many desert plants. Typical of these used by the Salado. You may also observe birds and perhaps other desert creatures which are active during the day. Take time to breathe the fragrant, dry air of the desert about you. Listen to the silence and contemplate the lives of these people who lived here so many years ago. and didn't wear much clothes because, well, I guess I understand why. All right, check this out. This is a nice big rock. I don't think it grew here. I think it fell from up there. Must have scared the pants off of somebody, huh? Pretty big. This is a little sign for the overlook. They say, pause it if you need to. And here's the overlook. Pretty neat. I think that white patch way across in that mountain might be snow, but man, that'd be pretty wild this time of year. Look at all the saguaro going up the hill. Pretty neat. Again, I know it's desert, but it's neat, I think. If I had a choice between Hawaii and the desert, I think it would be an obvious one, but while I'm here, I think I want to find something I like about it. It's a pretty little tiny hike up to the trail. You can see the little trail leading up from where the cars are at. It's a tiny little, quarter-mile trail, but it leads up to the hills. I don't think I'll be able to see the other cliff dwellings from here because they're around the top of that mountain over there, but nevertheless, like I said, this is kind of a neat little fun trail. It's neat how you can see these saguaro cactus just riddled from birds that have either made their nest or pecked at them or whatever. It's kind of neat. And a little bit higher. I think we can't see it, but just underneath this rock face are some other cliff dwellings. There isn't any trail to them, but I was pretty sure as I came up around the corner I could see what looked like rocks that had been put into a formation. I don't know if they'll tell us this here in just a second. We'll find out. But yeah, like I said, all the mountain ranges around here get snow every year, which is kind of neat. Okay, yeah, there was. You can see some walls back in there. So there was some formations back into this area. You can see them from here. Pretty neat. I keep saying that, but it is. It's 800 years old. That's just, I just think that's cool. What will we have to show?